Okay, I'm on Must campus. This is Morpheus City of Dreams, so there's two casinos here. This is a little bit of what Must looks like. There's all these kind of green buildings, and we're gonna walk throughout Must a little bit and just kind of see what we can see. We're looking for a couple things specifically. So let me just do the introduction first, and then we'll come back. Chiquinha, Chiquinha. Let's go check out the room. Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and hit the like button. Okay, here we are at Must University, and there's Morpheus and City of Dreams and some casinos, and we're just gonna be meandering around in this video. So yeah, actually I'm narrating it at home. The first time I did it, I was I had a little bit of audio problems, and I was trying to find some stuff. So I figured maybe it's better if I just narrate it. And actually one of the things I'm going to focus on right now, this is, there's kind of like different parking spaces, but this is one. It's right next to the campus, right next to the buildings. And I think this right here is like a rain guard, could be a sun guard as well, which is actually pretty nice because it can rain pretty hard in Macau at times. And when it does, you'll be pretty happy to have a rain guard to be able to walk under. Because sometimes the rain will come in a certain way, and it'll the umbrella just doesn't quite get all the rain from hitting you on the ankles and toes and feet and things like that. It's the school year began, so this particular video I'm just going to be wandering around. I have two other videos I'm going to play later. One of them is where I go to the station. Basically I was trying to just kind of explore Must. This is my third time on it. I live in Macau, but I don't really have a reason to go to the university. So when I do go, it's a new experience for me. And this is my first time of really just kind of walking around, meandering aimlessly, and just kind of checking out the buildings. And you have that kind of green one, and most of them have this kind of green and blue, kind of a Portuguese pastel. I don't know if it's Portuguese or not, but they're definitely kind of a Latin or Mediterranean pastel. Portuguese has those pastel colors too, but I don't know if that's the intention of the colors or not. And here I'm just kind of meandering, and I'm looking for two things in particular. And I come across this pretty cool sign right here too, the Macau University of Science and Technology. Big wall size one, beautiful. I'm kind of pointing it out. And actually, I'm kind of walking around. This right there that I'm pointing at right there is that's the stadium. So there's like a track there and some sports facilities. The next Must video that I do, I'm going to be walking by that. I'm going to walk all the way to the station from around this particular area. So I'll point that out next time. But this one, I'm just kind of exploring. There's some flowers, kind of the trees, the way that the campus is set up. I'm walking a little bit in a circular pattern in this particular video because I'm just trying to get a feel for it myself. And I turned on the camera as well. I figured I might as well share it. The inspiration for this particular video is there's one particular poster who is very interested in Must, and he's, on a regular basis, he's asking me if I can film there. And of course, I can accommodate, people's interest. I try to fit in opportunities. That's kind of cool, like that big open space like that. Look how big that is. And that one, you can see the little person way over in the side, and just how massive it is up the window there. But I try to accommodate people, and I try to, but I also have to kind of work on a certain schedule. So I went here in the evening after I finished my work, and it was probably about 6 p.m., something like that. And I just had just a little bit of time before it would get dark, and then I had to do my other routine. So I didn't really have enough time to really, really find these two things that he wanted, which was the business faculty and the staff quarters. So that's basically why this particular video is just me kind of walking around looking for them. And later you're going to see me going up to some signs and kind of trying to figure it out. So for the most part, I'm just kind of meandering, but I think it's useful for people anyways. Like if you've never been to the university, or, first time you go anywhere really, that's basically what you do, right? You just kind of explore and wander around, and you get lost, and maybe you come across some of the same stuff a little bit. But it's part of the process of just getting to know how a place is. So this is my first Well, I've seen some other signs when I first came in, but this is the first one I'm filming in this one. So as you can see, there's a hospital, there's a library, there's administration quarters, and I don't really see a whole lot of other stuff on the signage. And that particular sign there, you know, I'm going to keep coming across it in different parts of the university. Here it is again. So I come across it again, but it's basically, it doesn't really give me what I want. But, you know, half the fun is just, you know, walking around and exploring anyways. This is my, how many must videos? This is the second recent one. And then I did one maybe about a month ago where I went through the campus on a bike. And that was kind of cool. So you can search for that one. And I think that one I was also checking out Morpheus and a lot of the Cotai Strip. Here's the general map. I'm kind of up by maybe near the N, that big blue N, more or less, I think. Could be wrong, but I think I'm up there somewhere. It's kind of a little bit hard to see. I could be wrong. Or maybe, oh yeah, I am. That big black thing says you are here. So yeah, basically, this video I'm just kind of walking around up in that area, the CDBAN area. And then later I'm going to walk around past the station, past the sports field to the station, and that'll be a different video altogether. I see this one's already 12 minutes. Like when it's fully finished, it'll be a 12-minute video. So it's more of just an exploration, meandering around. In the background, there's the blue building, but behind the blue building is City of Dreams and a Morpheus Tower. So those are part of the casino complex, casino strip of Cotai Strip, which is in Taipa, Macau. So this particular university, it's kind of, I would say it's sandwiched between three places. And one of them is the Cotai Strip, and that's probably like south and east. So south and east would both be Cotai Strip. You can go, actually you can't go south from the campus, it's all blocked in, but you can go kind of eastward and you'll go right to the top of the Cotai Strip. And then to the north, so yeah, that's looking to the south, so that's that Cotai Strip, the casinos. And I think now we're kind of walking towards the eastern direction, and we're probably going to meander around, and I'll tell you what's on the other. Oh, I like that tree right there. It's kind of a nice, beautiful, shady tree right there. So kind of looking around, ceramic studio. Yeah, I saw some kind of artistic stuff, and there's also another thing I saw too, which was I think it's like some of the food court is kind of connected to the students. Like they create some of the food designs. I think I heard that before. Some of them are involved with something like that. I think I could be wrong. Maybe somebody can correct me because I'm not connected to the university. I'm just what I think I thought I heard from somebody before. So before we were looking to the south, and that was Cotai, and now we're looking to the north, and we're walking towards the north. And that tall building is a big apartment complex that overlooks Cotai Strip, and it's also on the side of a mountain called Taipa Grande mountain or hill. There's a business right there, but there's no directions to the business. I'll definitely go back again some other time and try to find it, but it might not be for a while. I just try to fit it in when I can, you know, so I don't know the next time, but I'll definitely go there again another time too. And I still have 2 more must videos to put up after this one, and I'll probably do each one with a few day interval between them. So anyway, to the north behind me, that you saw that big apartment complex, that big kind of gray or brown one, that Grande type of Grande mountain or hill or whatever that they call that overlooks the airport, and you can actually do some hiking trails up there. So you can walk around and watch the airplanes come in or out. Right now it's still COVID era. It's 2020. I'm filming this September 9 of 2020. So all the planes are grounded. Nobody's really going anywhere. I have filmed over there, but it's still the same. I can't imagine it would change at all. It's basically empty with no flights going in or out, and nothing really to film except that empty building, which I already have on film. But you can view it. Maybe I'll try to connect it to the end of this video. Yeah, now we're back in the rain guards, and I'm kind of just meandering around, checking it out. I think earlier in my previous video I went into a food court. Maybe I'll try to add that one as well. But I did go to a food court, and that one there's a lot of students inside. But when I'm walking around here, I think they must be in their classes, or it's just a little bit of a funny time, like 6:30, where they might have went home, or if they're in class. I don't know if they live on campus or where they live at Must. I did see some residential houses though for students, so maybe it's a combination of both. I like all these rain guards though. You can really appreciate that on rainy days in Macau. Yeah, so that one right there is facing to the north. That green, kind of green pastel is kind of the color of the university. If I was to associate a color, that would be it. And we're kind of walking, now we're walking north, but we were walking towards the, is it east or west, or whichever, west, I guess. But now we're kind of going north, and I spot a food court, and there's a guy right there. He's going to help me in a second. So I go up and I see, oh, okay, food court. This is different than the other video that I put up. So I kind of go up to check it out, put my camera in there, and then I try the door. It's locked. So I look down, and there's a little thing that's locking it. It's keeping it in place. And this guy's like, you got to go around, doing the gesture. I guess he's I don't know what his job is. I don't know if he's works there or if he's but he sends me around, and then over straight ahead is my next Must video, I'm gonna go that way, and you'll see the what do you call that? The stadium, I guess you'd call it, track, that kind of thing. I'll walk by it, and then I'll go all the way to the station of Must. This video is almost 12 minutes already, so I kind of figured I better just keep it under 12 minutes, and that other one is going to be a good 8 or 9 minutes anyways. So it's better if they're separate. This is basically like a meandering around Must University. And that's probably what I'll call it. Walking Macau, meandering around Must University. So I'm going around on this side now, and I'm gonna go check out that food court. Let's see what that's all about. But actually, the food court, when I go in, don't expect much, because as soon as I go in, I started seeing some students, and they're kind of looking at me, and there I am right there. So I walk in, and I kind of see some students, and some of them, I kind of like, I'm gonna just walk back out again, because I don't really have the rights. If you want to go in and shop, film inside of a shop, there's some issues sometimes. Usually they'll tell me to go away. Sometimes they'll be polite and just let me meander around the camera inside their shop, but usually they don't like it, for all the obvious reasons. I could be some guy trying to catch some wrong thing or something to report or to publicize, so usually they don't let me go in there, and I usually respect that as well. So okay, so I'm back at this sign, and we're kind of getting near the end. So this is kind of just a meandering around Must University, so you kind of get a feel of what it's like if you were just to walk around, and maybe on a day where there's not many, or a time of the day where there's not many students. And I'll do another video in a little bit, maybe in a couple days. I'll upload the next one, and that's walking from a view of where the Morpheus is at, kind of where we start today, and I'll just walk straight to the station and then kind of talk about the stations and show you around there as well. There's Morpheus again. So the next video will start pretty much at the same spot again, and I'll walk down that way. But this is a meandering one, so hope you enjoyed it. Chiquinha, Chiquinha.